Yo, what is good? My very faithful. What is good, you guys? We are getting some overall interesting stuff, I guess, in Boruto's little side story that may never come to the light. Um, I honestly don't know what to really expect in this show. Like, of course, no one's really holding up a candle to these, these stories aren't really that amazing to what they've done in the future, or in the future, yeah, in the future in the manga, I believe, or just like how the people are projecting it, it's much better. We could be seeing a lot better stuff compared to what we're seeing right now, unfortunately, and anything that we're probably going to wind up seeing in the future of this show is hopefully going to be worth, bringing up this a comparison. Like I feel like Boruto has fallen off kind of so far in the anime department that no one's comparing it to anything anymore, right? Like no one cares to compare Boruto to anything because there's nothing. Oh my God, I've never seen that before. That looks sick. Um, no one, there's nothing worth comparing. Like, no one can back it up that this show beats anything. You know what I mean? Like, can't be like, oh, well, clearly this episode of Boruto and how good everything's been leading up to it defeats Doctor Stone, Fire Force, Demon Slayer, everything that really people were talking about at the time. Boruto just never really lives up to that expectation. So if you're not expecting it to, this is some quality stuff. In the case of them using elaborate plans to kind of get alone with this guy they're trying to protect to really get the information out of him because he's hiding it. And I think he's hiding it for a good reason. He had two good reasons. One, he thought these kids were in it for the money, just as, every single other person that might have known about him would have been. Two, he honestly probably didn't want to say what it was or what it could be because guess what? As soon as you do that, anybody who has this information is in trouble. Anybody who knows the truth is in trouble. But he was treating it like his truth was actually the truth of where it was or that he doesn't know. Made it more or less sound like there is a place where it could be, right? Or there is some type of way to uh, get your hands upon it. But regardless of that, I think I'm looking most forward to just knowing how they're supposedly going to A, break out, and B, maybe snuff out all of this crazy stuff that's going on right now. Because think about it like this as well. If you know one of the people of the gang, like your leader, is in the jail to take out somebody, and there's multiple members of yours in the jail as well to do the same thing, what makes you think they might not be outside waiting for anybody to maybe get out? Like these are some people that seem like they have some ridiculous connections, so I would not be surprised if they have that much in the works, right? So, with that all being said, it's clear to me that anything that kind of continues to pop off from here on out could be the indicator of just where this show is going to either descend in good storytelling or maybe show that it can just give us good stuff when the stuff isn't going to carry too much jeopardy along the wayside. But that's just very hopeful, wishful thinking because at this point, it's questionable if this whole entire thing that's going to pop off is actually worth talking about or if it's going to be good. Just by the way, I think they're going to handle the end of it, right? Like, there's so much stories that have handled these situations with too much speed and quickness. Like, I feel like they just end it too quick on whatever they thought was going to be the end all be all, and it really doesn't turn out to be. Oh my God, he's really gonna final coffin me, bruh. This is a dirty. No, he can hold it. Dirty. But to know that everything could come full circle in this show and could actually, are in this little, you know, series of events that's popping off, that this guy who has been playing playing into the hands of the gang members by being a warden and doing stuff that he shouldn't be doing, getting caught while doing it, and then guess what he does after he's been caught? He steals the pills from the guy who is in an attack, like he's practically having a heart attack or something, and he just takes the pills that should slow down that attack, thus making him the leader of the prison and doing all the things he needs to do to get the ball moving much faster in his court. So yeah, it's looking like one of those crazy, crazy days yet again. In the case of everybody is not going to be safe. Everybody's going to be under heavy watch, just like how I'm going to do heavy damage on this man, Eisen, who just killed me. But we got to make sure Boruto's on the team. You know, it is his show. um, but lately, yeah, I feel like this is why the show has potential because they're still telling intricate details of this. Like they're going into quite a bit of detail, and they actually made me like a guy that I already was starting to hate once he, you know, started eating the cheeseburgers and talking about some, oh yeah, yeah, I'll help you out. Wait, this you spent my money? Ooh, yeah, I don't know if I like you. You know, like very, very selfish guy, but for the right reasons for his sister. So that's the difference between, you know, being these selfish type of people and straight up having some type of common decency about you because you're trying to save someone that's just very important to you, regardless of what you got to do to get it done, right? So that's kind of his poison that he's sitting with. But now that he heard or, you know, checked out the information that he was given, man, that hit. Like to be in a place where you can't do anything for your little sister, and then to come to find out that someone who had it all, supposedly had all the money that he could ever want, and just threw it away to save a bunch of kids, which, to be fair, he mainly threw it away because he had no chance against these people, right? He had no chance to really just go against all of them. What the heck just happened? And, you know, end up safe, like someone in the Hidden Leaf Village who has a ton of skill at, you know, taking on a whole bunch of people, but necessarily wouldn't be in this situation to begin with. So I'm just interested in what. Oh my God, you are a troll, Eisen. True troll. I'm just interested in what we're gonna get as a whole because now that I've seen what I wanted to see, they just gotta play off this storyline and make it convincing, right? They gotta make me want to believe that this is gonna be a good ending. But if all they right now have to do is punch a warden in the face, get the pills to the other guy, he writes on a paper, and they send the paper out and they're all okay, that was gonna be pretty lame, and it could still happen, which is kind of crazy. They could still have all of that stuff happen. I'm just saying, he almost wrote a paper, almost ended this whole entire conflict with having a warden that could do stuff, and that's where the story wanted to at least um, put some dampening on the arc, I guess you can say, just show that there was an end of it, but because of certain circumstances, here we go again. So that's enough for the filler anime. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, night, evening. Take care, and peace.